because I just love it there. But Toronto is like the biggest melting pot. It really, really is. Even like all the big cities are. But yeah. And I love how Toronto, they all have their own little community there. Same with New York City, Chinatown, Little Italy. And, I really, they're trying to make more of like a Little Italy type area here in Rochester. But a lot of our Italian restaurants are spread. But I really would love if they did do something like that with like a little Chinatown area and a little Italian where you could go and eat and get the different shopping with the different things. I haven't been to Toronto in so long.
We just had a big Asian grocery store open up in my city.
Oh, really?
And it's amazing. I went the other day, and things you've never seen in your life. There was like bags of dried squid.
Really? Dried squid?
Fruits. Like these fruits were the size of 3 footballs with spikes all over them. Jackfruit, maybe? Stuff I'd never seen before in my life.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
I like having that sort of stuff available.
Yeah. So, but I'm not a fan of Indian food, and I feel like,
any of it?
And it's funny because I pretty much eat everything, but I've only gone out for Indian a couple times, and I feel like I probably haven't ordered the right thing.
What do you not like about it?
I didn't really like that it was like a pureed eggplant. You know what I mean? It was like everything was like mashed up. I just don't think I ordered the right.
Order yourself some butter chicken. I think you would really like that.
Butter chicken.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a creamy, it's like a tomato cream sauce.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's got a bit of heat, but it won't hurt you.
No, right. And I love spicy, so that's not the problem.
Yeah.
I just felt like I didn't get the right thing. Now, what about that chicken tiki, or what is that called? Chicken?
I don't know.
It's another Indian dish that someone else told me to try.
Yeah, the butter chicken, they do this stuff is paneer. It's like a pressed goat cheese, an Indian cheese, and they fry that up and do it with the butter chicken sauce is the vegetarian version.
Okay, I'll have to give that a
really,
try.
really good.
We have a huge Indian population here because a lot of what happens is we have Xerox here, and a lot of Xerox was bought out to some big companies in India. So they sent a lot of Indian people here to work too. You know what I mean? So, and we have a huge Indian population, so we have some phenomenal Indian restaurants. But I just haven't really, I'm going to try the butter chicken there because
I think you'll like that.
I'm just struggling to find something that I really enjoy. So, like, what is your favorite nationality type of food? Like, what do you like? Do you eat a lot of pastas?
Not really. I do really like Italian, though, when I have it.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to eat something, like, for the rest of my life, I'd probably go Mexican.
Mexican, right.
I love Mexican food.
Do you have a lot of good Mexican food there?
We actually have one here that was on that show, You Gotta Eat Here. You know that guy that travels around the world and, like, features, like, diners and stuff like that?
Right.
We actually now have 3 of those restaurants here. We have a burger place, a pizza place, and the Mexican one. The Mexican one's phenomenal, though.
Okay. Do you have a big Mexican population there?
Not so much here.
Okay.
20 minutes away from me or so, though, is big, like, farming land. And a lot of Mexicans used to come to work in the summer on farms, and a lot have stayed and moved.
Right.
So we're getting more and more
around
because more have moved here.
And then you pop up with the good Mexican restaurants, not the chains, when that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I
do love me some Taco Bell, though.
Taco Bell, right. But yeah, we have a couple authentic Mexican restaurants here in the city, but there's not as many as would be when you get more towards the West Coast. I mean, that's where the Mexican restaurants and the food is just phenomenal. The authentic Mexican. My girlfriend doesn't like the authentic. She prefers the Taco Belly type of things.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, she doesn't like too much the authentic Mexican food.
What would you eat for the rest of your life?
For the rest of my life, I tell you what, I love...
It's hard, eh?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I like... God, I eat so much, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would like to say I probably would eat Italian the rest of if I had to. And, that would...
variety.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also do like the Mexican, too. God, I like Chinese, and I love Thai. It's just too hard. It's too hard. I love Thai, but I don't know if I could do it every day, but I do love it. Wrong. But these memes are brilliant. Did you love, we'll get into this real quick. What about the iced tea can and Pippa's dress? Oh my God,
Pippa's dress?
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
That's a good one. The other one I just saw was, what's her name is married to Charles now?
Camilla.
Camilla, her hat, they said she's wearing insulation that fell out of the ceiling. That was a good one. It did look like straight on. It looked just like ceiling insulation.
Speaking of that, did you see all the ones about Amal and George Clooney?
Oh, yeah. So, oh my God. Some of those, is she Canadian?
No. I think she's English.
Oh, she's from there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about the one where they were talking about her and her dress and how she was with her husband? Like, they didn't even say it was
They don't care.
They don't. I loved it.
I was listening to Rob Shooter do his wedding podcast. And he said, over there, the big talk is not what Meghan was going to wear for a dress. Everybody was talking about what Harry would be in. Would he be in his military outfit? Would he be in a tux? What would he wear to the wedding? There was very little talk about what her dress would. Everybody here cared about her dress. There, they cared about what he was going to be in.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting to hear because obviously, Rob Shooter's from there and he was, his whole gossipy thing. But, so, I did see a little bit, because obviously I was watching watching it on American news, so we weren't getting like any of that perspective. Obviously it was all about Meghan. And of course there, I guess it's all about Harry. But what they said that the big thing there was he didn't shave his beard, but he wore his military outfit. And you're not supposed to have a beard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. So everybody was shocked. The big question there was he going to shave off his beard if he wore any of his military uniforms?
Huh.
Because you are not supposed to, and that's why he had never had a beard when he was served.
Wow.
I didn't know he served 10 years either. Did you know that?
And he just got promoted to some very high position.
Yeah, he drives Apache helicopters.
That's crazy.
He
doesn't still do it, though, right? Like, it's not like she packs him a lunch and he goes to work for the day?
No, but I think William does.
Really?
Yeah, I think William does. He goes to work every day, or he did after they were first married. He was still in the military, and he went to work every day. Problem is, William, I think, has a lot more things to do with himself because he's in line, where they said Harry struggles to try to find his identity, and that's, it's just been a real struggle for him all these years. And that he served and they wouldn't let him go over and fight also was a big thing for him because he just wanted to feel like a normal boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he did end up getting to go over there a couple times, and then they told him the only way he could go to Afghanistan and fight was if he learned to drive helicopters where he would be hidden. So that's why he learned how to drive an Apache.
Oh, wow.
And apparently he's very, very good at it. And that pretty much saved him because he was heading down a really bad path, especially with, not dealing with his mother's death. And
oh, he's quite the party kid.
Yeah, he went for, I guess that's why his platform is mental health, because he's been in quite a bit of therapy to get him where he is today. So, I think, let's go for this question. How long do you think it's going to last?
Them?
Yeah.
What? Forever.
Do you really?
Oh, yes.
Do you think...
The way those two looked at each other, they're head over heels.
I understand that. That's not the issue. The issue is, do you think Meghan is going to really be able to continue this life after she's given up so much?
I think so. I think after seeing the wedding yesterday, she put a different spin on it. It was very un-British, I think, so much of the wedding. and they're not going to be king and queen. Like, they're sort of free to do what they
whatever they want. So she's not going to have to be as let's say like closeted
prim and proper
as Kate, where poor Kate has a fake name on the internet and social media. Just so she can, so she can chat with other mommies and have some type of a girlfriendy, other mommy situation, because she doesn't have anything like that.
That's really sad.
And she's in a lot of mommy chat rooms under a fake name.
Huh.
You know, which is nice because she wants to go chat about her kids and other moms, and she just wants, that's tough. But let's face it, Kate has kind of been bred for this. She was with him
100%.
7 years, and she knew what she was getting into.
Oh, yeah. Her parents put her in school with them to sort this all out.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, she was, from the time she was little, her life was planned. Her parents, this is the way they wanted it to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had been with him for so long, and she knew. And people are like, well, weren't as lovey-dovey on their wedding day and this and that. And I'm like, it's not even so much that because he's got to be more proper, but I think they had been together so long at that point.
Well, and they
that
also started
new
as
love
friends.
thing was kind of over for them. You know what I mean? That they were already like well into 5-year relationship. So by the time
they started out as friends when they were in school, they were roommates. Like, they rented rooms in a house together is how they met. Mm-hmm. So they started out like just as friends, roommates before they were ever actually dating.
Right.
So I think that just sort of gives you a different relationship too.
Right. Plus, I think that whole lovey-dovey thing for them had kind of worn off because it wasn't new. They had been together, you know.
Yeah.
Where with William and Megan, it's all Harry. I mean, it's
Harry.
all new. It's all brand new.
Sparkly and pretty.
So she had to give up her acting career. She gave up all of her social media, which they did say she has been struggling with not having her social media, kind of feeling like she's not. It's not so much about wanting to like post her pictures of herself, but just getting to go on and see what all of her friends and stuff are doing. You know what I mean? It's that whole not, and I'm thinking, well, couldn't she have make up a fake name and just kind of like friend everybody as like a fake name so she could still kind of keep up with it? For me, I would miss that. That's what I would miss more is seeing like my friends' grandkids, my friends' kids, just every little thing.
That's like, I worked on a cruise ship. I've got so many friends all over the world, and that's how I keep up to date with everybody. I can see everybody's kids or what they're doing I would miss that. Yeah.
So, I mean, she gave that up. Obviously, she gave up her acting, which, I mean, honestly, I do feel, though, that she was so much into philanthropy towards the end once she got into Seuss and started making money, and then she's really into, like, charity and having all these different causes that I kind of feel like giving up her acting, like doing all her charity work will fulfill that,
Yeah.
But I feel like I was having arguments with some friends of mine and they were like, are you kidding me? She's a princess. She's going to be, or whatever. She is a duchess now or.
Yeah, duchess.
Yeah. She's going to, she married somebody who's rich and this and that. And I'm thinking like,
she had plenty of money. It was.
I know. I'm like,
money.
it's number one, it's not about money. Number two, all the money in the world to live a life of isolation, and you can't even put sweatpants on and go to the corner store anymore. I mean, seriously. You know what I mean? She has to look on point every time she leaves that house now.
Yeah.
And,
And it's all kinds of weird rules. Like, they always have to be in pantyhose. Their nails can't be painted anything more than a nude color.
Is that true?
Yeah. They,
Megan doesn't wear pantyhose?
Now she does.
Oh, does she really?
Yep.
Ooh.
And they were talking about, like, rules for the wedding yesterday. Like, everybody in a hat, and then they just switched to a different hat after 6 o'clock, and
really?
You're not allowed to take any selfies. And...
Well, that I understand. I can understand the absolute no cell phone rule, because that's their private reception. That's not, you know what I mean? And they shouldn't. And I could see Megan, like, with her girlfriends at one point being like, oh, let's all take selfies together. Like, now we're allowed at this, but not randomly videotaping or taking photos at the wedding. That I can understand. Yeah. Because I honestly would want that monitored myself, because you don't want those horribly unflattering pictures of anybody at your wedding being put out there anyway. So,
No.
and taking private videos of the royal family. I mean, nobody wants, I could totally understand.